So I've got a couple of questions. One being, um, you know, I'm curious how you kind of manage your deep clinical work and kind of being one of the contemporary faces, one of the contemporary spokespeople for what it means to be a psychotherapist um, these days.
Yeah. I think it's really important that we take therapy out of the therapy room, because I feel like it had been this thing that was for people who were more knowledgeable about what therapy was, for people who had access to it, whether that's financial resources or it was culturally sanctioned in their communities. And for a lot of communities, therapy is still very much, you don't do that. You don't talk about our family business with a stranger. Um, and I think there are certain communities, the African American community, the Asian community, Asian American community, so many cultures where you don't do that. You don't go talk to therapy, to a therapist, and so I really feel like the deep clinical work that happens in the therapy room makes it more possible for people who never would have considered it before to the other part of my career, meaning makes it accessible for people to come in and do the deep clinical work. I think that they feed each other. I think that the more we can reduce stigma, the more we can normalize this, the more we can say, hey, this is about the human condition and we all struggle, we all have issues, we all have things, that blind spots, ways we're stuck, ways we self-sabotage, ways that our families and our cultures talk us out of our true place of knowing what we need to do in our lives. And how can we balance that by also sort of staying connected with our communities, right? And so the more we can get it out there, the more that this will become normalized in those communities as well. So people will feel more free to pursue, these questions that are really important in their lives.